Hey YouTube, do you remember this Animal Crossing minigame? I don't think it even has a name, and besides the fact we're collecting bells, it doesn't even look related to Animal Crossing. However, this is an Animal Crossing minigame, and like many others we'll highlight in today's video, has probably been long forgotten about by now. Now this obscure minigame, which I have dubbed Camper Coin Collect because you're a camper collecting coins, is in fact the initial loading screen of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp on mobile devices that you get to play at the very first time you set up your campground in Animal Crossing. After playing it, it's never accessible again. The game has been out for like 5 or 6 years now, so I doubt anyone playing Pocket Camp since launch even remembers this, but the idea of the game is to collect bells as the game loads, and jump every once in a while to collect a higher coin. Yep, it's not that exciting, but it's a forgotten Animal Crossing minigame nevertheless. Oh, and once the download and setup is complete, you do actually cross a finish line and get to keep all your bells. So there's that. Next up, we have the most obscure Animal Crossing minigame in existence.
Scan dot code.
Probably.
You need more dot codes to start. Scan remaining dot code.
If you scan cards from the Animal Crossing e-reader series on a Game Boy Advance,
Scanning of dot codes complete.
you unlock a wealth of items, passwords, letters, and fun interactions with villagers that you can experience in-game. And if you scan game cards, you can actually play Animal Crossing minigames on the Game Boy too. This one in particular is Whodunit, which features Copper announcing a crime that has been reported around town. He goes on to list several clues describing the suspect, and it's our job to guess which villager committed the crime. However, to submit your answer, you have to scan the villager card you suspect to confirm their identity. So it's like a giant game of Guess Who using around 300 Animal Crossing e-reader cards. It's pretty cool. If you don't get the answer correct, Copper offers up even more clues, making the minigame a little less challenging. Anyway, once your detective skills help you narrow down the villager, Copper will reward you with a special password if you're correct. This can then be redeemed for an exclusive item at Nook's Cranny on the GameCube. In my example here, it was Twerp. Yep, Twerp was seen destroying a town and cutting down all the trees. This game is only accessible if you have a Game Boy Advance, an e-reader, and the correct Animal Crossing cards. Plus, you need a GameCube and Animal Crossing game if you want to collect the rewards. So naturally, not many people have probably played this rather bizarre Animal Crossing minigame. Moving on, Janken is an Animal Crossing minigame that does have a name, however is exclusive to Japanese versions of Animal Crossing E+ on the GameCube, making it even more scarce outside of Japan than Copper's Whodunit game. This minigame is available on Tuesdays and Fridays at the Town Plaza by connecting to a Game Boy Advance at the Wishing Well, and essentially sees players team up with 2 other villagers to play rock, paper, scissors whilst balancing on a log against another team. It's pretty adorable to say the least. You literally have to use the control pad to balance. It took me forever to get the hang of it before I finally won a game. Anyway, the goal of the game is to beat the villager in rock, paper, scissors in order to slowly progress further along the log. However, it's a little more tricky than it seems, as it's game over if you lose your balance whilst playing. If you're lucky enough to win rock, paper, scissors and then skilled enough to eventually reach the end of the log whilst balancing, you can win a selection of exclusive items including the jumping boy, pinball machine, and shakoki dogu, amongst many others. Unfortunately, I haven't received the prize yet because it comes in the mail. Anyway, this is only available in the Japanese version of Animal Crossing, so not many players outside of Japan will have heard about this minigame. It's fun though. Next up, we have an Animal Crossing minigame that's a little better known and found in Animal Crossing New Leaf on the 3DS. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, if you obtain the new Nintendo 3DS or new Nintendo 3DS XL furniture items, you can actually place these in your home and interact with them. It's pretty cool. However, these are more than interactive items, because if you boot up one of these 3DS furniture items, you can play the Animal Crossing Puzzle League minigame. And actually, minigames should be used extremely lightly, because this is a full-blown, fully playable arcade game that's compatible with several amiibo and features a story mode made up of 7 stages. Oh, and several in-game prizes should you beat the game and reach certain milestones. Animal Crossing Puzzle League is an Animal Crossing themed version of the famous Panel du Pon or Tetris Attack games. It's much the same as Pokemon Puzzle League, which was sold as a full game. Anyway, the idea of the game is to flip tiles, match fruit, get combos, and clear the board. You play through various stages against a variety of characters, including Cornheimer for some reason. But you do earn in-game prizes for beating stages and scoring high combos, including exclusive Nintendo and Fruit Panel furniture items, amongst others. The reason this game is so obscure and unique is because you can also scan amiibo whilst playing to gain extra abilities. For example, KK Slider gives you one last chance, and Digby will delete 2 columns of panels for you. The mechanics and abilities are surprisingly complex, and there's actually a lot to remember. Now, if you play long enough, unlock all of the items, and beat the rather curious Cornheimer, you unlock Hard Mode, which adds additional panels into the game, making it slightly more difficult. However, whether you play this Animal Crossing minigame for 5 minutes or 5 hours is pretty adorable and rewarding. Animal Crossing Puzzle League offers bonus items, meow coupons which you can spend at halves, fun music and reactions, and sees you compete against residents. But the most obscure detail about this whole thing is that it's a free minigame built inside of New Leaf. If only the Nintendo Switch did something interesting in New Horizons. Thank you so much for watching. There are a bunch of weird Animal Crossing minigames we didn't cover today, so if you enjoyed this type of video, let me know and maybe we can highlight even more weird and wonderful Animal Crossing minigames in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to learn more about New Horizons appearing at Nintendo Live 2023, be sure to check out this next video. Peace.